Falling. Good day, everybody. I can't see anything from up here. It's useless. What a useless view. Welcome to the Olympus server, everybody. I've been working up here in the garden area, and looks like we're about ready for a harvest. So as I was saying at the end of the last episode, I did hook up some redstone. It's not done very well. Like there's no... You can see a torch tower on that one, and I've just left out that torch right there, so there's actually no way to operate these things from below yet, but I could just go around and manually just take away the torch, let the water flow, put the torch back. So that's how I'm harvesting them now until I get some automation set up. And I'll work on that, as I said, on my own. But trying to work some cosmetic stuff around here. Looks like I got rid of all the trees. Don't remember doing that. It wasn't today. So I was trying to work on that area down there, and it's not working. I tried the floor. I mean, that doesn't look too bad from up here. It doesn't look as good when you're on top of it, though. It's essentially kind of my similar floor pattern with glass on top. And here I left a gap. Now, the risk of doing this is... I think spiders can spawn down here now if the light level is low enough, because these are transparent blocks. Alternatively, I could make it go all the way down, but I don't really want to do that either. Why is that not running? Run! There we go. Don't mind me. Click, click, click. Okay. So yes, I'm not too sure. So I'm going to leave it for now. I kind of sketched out what this walkway will kind of do. Whoops. Up. Hey-yo! There we go. So it might look something like that as you come up the stairs here. We'd have a kind of an opening for this. Man, I'm good at falling down. Oh, an opening for the stairs to go up. And then these stairs need to, if I do go at this height, oh my god. If the stairs do go at this height, there's so many little potholes to fall down. If we do put the floor at this height, we have to bring up the stairs a bit more. So in order to do that, we either have to bring the stairs further back, or we have to create another little landing here. Don't fall. And have the stairs go up a bit more. And then have a little stairway that goes up a bit to the left. So the stairs would come down like they do now, I guess, but then they could also go up a little bit that way and then up a little bit that way. So that's an option. Also playing around with removing this birch wood, because I originally thought I'd like to use it, but I'm not liking the yellowness of it, especially in contrast to some of these white blocks. They look really bad. It's like coffee-stained teeth or something. They look really... Your teeth look white until you put them up against something else that is white, and then you go, oh my god, they're not white at all. Okay, anyway. Also played around with this technique of using carpets and fences. So, because the fence is 1.5 blocks, so right now we're on the fence, but if I back up just a little bit, we can get, now we're standing on the carpet. So you can tell our Y value should be like a full block right now, and then we go up, it should go up by 0.5. And we can see that in the Y as 144, 145, 145, 145.5. Anyway, so yeah, that's how we can run up it. But it's not as smooth as, say, running up stairs. In fact, I don't think you can run up those. I think it's more of a walk. Where these we can sprint up, which I like. So all these kind of look interesting. I don't think we'll use them, but I thought I'd show you them anyway. And we'll opt for maybe some quartz, or maybe just keep the stone and add in some other white detailing like I've done there. I'm not too sure, but I think we're going to work on this area. I just started working on today. I also just finished replicating this guy from down below. So pretty much just mirrored. You can see it. There's that coal block right down there. That's this coal block here. Then I've been playing around with trying to get a flooring of some kind. And I'm trying this out. This is just an excessive amount of diorite and coal. And I'm just kind of drawing lines. So almost similar to how I drew those lines down below with the quartz. The quartz veins. Let me go take a look at those. Ooh, boing. Yeah, kind of similar to the way I've done that. I kind of wanted to do something like that up here, but not as random. That's supposed to be more organic. Here I want to try to make it more line-based, I guess. So I'm just drawing with quartz, or drawing with the coal blocks, essentially just making some kind of pattern, and then using this as a line of symmetry. So basically this line diagonal means that things will replicate from this side to that side, and then also this is a line of symmetry as well. So when we come down to it, we're going to have, let's see, 1, 2, so 8 slices basically, but really there's only 2 different slices and they're going to be mirrored. If that makes any sense. So like this would be one section, and that gets mirrored over to this section, and then this whole thing basically gets mirrored from this center line. If you folded that over, dunk, you get the same thing going. So that's what I'm aiming for, and I thought we could work on this a bit together, see what we can come up with, and kind of continue with the thought I've had here. See, I wasn't really quite sure what to do, so I just come on here and start picking away at things. Start working on the flooring down at the bottom there, because sometimes it's hard to find things that you want to work on. There's lots of stuff to do in the tower, but never know what to work on and what you guys want to see as well. So usually when that happens, I just come on and I try to work on something, pick away at something. If something happens, keep going with it. Or like this, I felt like nothing was happening with it, so I just left it and decided to go work up here instead. And I figured I'd do something and just wait for stuff to harvest, and I could harvest some more wheat, which it looks like everything's pretty much ready to go. And I'm trying to increase my potatoes, so I started with like a couple stacks of potatoes, and I'm basically trying to work it up. So I'm doing like wheat, half wheat, and then the other half I'll do as many potatoes as I can, and then whatever else is left over I'll do in carrots. And that's basically running this thing fairly efficiently. But anyway, let's work on this quickly. I kind of had it laid out already, but I wanted to raise it up a bit. So I talked earlier about these guys being possible like flower beds of some kind, or even just some kind of greenery, and I want this whole level to be fairly like lush. Crap, I just ruined that one. I ruined it. This podzol is courtesy of D-Gamer, so thanks D-Gamer. He found one of those biomes, gave me a whole chest worth of this stuff, so this is great. So I want to try to use it here. I think I'm hearing my own footsteps. It's freaking me out, man. Okay. Let's see here. So, yeah, I want to get this. So this is the floor, and we're most likely going to have glass on the floor as well, because why not? This area is going to be heavily glassified, glass themed. Have lots of glass. That's what it's going to. So if we just draw on top of the coal with glass, and the reason I want to put glass is so I don't have to light the floor. Otherwise, I'd pretty much have to embed a light source every so often to prevent mobs from spawning on here, at least during the night. During the day, the sun should take care of us, but who knows during the night. Okay, so if we did that, I should... Okay. And then on top of all that, we'll either put white or we'll put this light gray. Oh, there's my Skypey. Let's turn that off for you guys. Done. And I also have to turn it off on my phone. Double whammy. Okay. So yeah, if we just coat the floor with this, I kind of want to see what it looks like. Sometimes I like it. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I think it looks better if it's all one color. If you try to put too many different colors like I'm trying to do down there, I don't think it looks as good. So I think it's best to maybe just have... What I'm going to try to do here is just have a couple different colors of glass and see how that looks. So this is light gray. We could try putting either dark gray there or even just some more black. I don't know. We can mess around with that. And now I'm out. Okay. I don't know. I'm not fully loaded on glass here on this server. I think I have more of it in my single player world. But we can make do. I also have that flower farm. Speaking of which, I actually came across a flowered forest in my hunt for diorite the other day when I was dropping portals. One of the first portals I just dropped randomly happened to be in a flower forest. So that is cool, and we'll probably head back there at some point and set up some kind of automatic farm to get all the flowers. Alright, what I want to do then is work off of this edge. I am kind of liking what the floor is doing, or the glass is doing. And I think I'm okay with just having these two colors. Maybe we'll add in the dark gray, and maybe I kind of feel like there should be some color in the floor. At least one color. I don't know what color, like a primary color, either like the blue, if we want to keep the blue going. If I want to color code these areas, I could just have subtle things, like I could replace these with the blue lapis, because this is technically the blue section of the tower. And over here is the yellow one, so I could use the clays that I'm using down there and add in just a touch of color. Maybe in like one of these spots, not even all of them, but just so there's a hint of color. Okay, that could work. Let me grab some more glass, and we'll work on maybe trying some color and trying to tie this little bed into this area as well. Okay, so I brought some... It's really hard to tell where I put glass. Not there. Or there. Okay, so we got gray glass, light gray, and then black. And then, like I said, I brought up some of those. And then it would be different on these other sections. And I guess this doesn't make sense having it here either, because this is the crease point. So maybe I should put the blue there. And, what's this section? This section is red. Okay, let's get in there. Get you out of there. And we'll probably fall down to get that. Gimme. And while we're at it, let's take those out. Good. And pearl to safety. Please. Thank you. And put that guy back as the center one. And then, yeah, red here. And then lapis blue. I kind of wish I could use clay for the blue. And I could use like the blue clay, which is purple or some other color. But we did use the blue downstairs in the flooring, so meh, we'll keep it consistent. Okay, so then I cover those back up with the gray. So that is a subtle thing we could do for the floor coloring. So it still has that nice, the color-coded kind of feel to it, like we have. So that stays consistent. Adds a little bit of color to the floor as well. And yeah, so we might keep that. We'll see. I don't know if I'll be able to get like a whole circular thing done for the end of the episode, but we'll see. So yeah, let's work on this guy. Let's see here. I want to use these and just slabs. And I just want to go alternate like so. And then underneath these, we're going to make this kind of like a raised potted plant area, I guess. Or maybe a tree. Maybe we'll build like a custom tree in here. Or we'll do maybe different ones for each corner. We talked about what we wanted to do about that a long time ago. Possibly have each one themed for different things. What do I want to do here? I guess it's just like that. And these I'm going to try to hide some lighting in if we can. Sure. Okay, so from that we're going to go to our polished. And I need to get underneath, I guess. And I want to do everywhere there's a stair, which I've forgotten. Okay, that. Like that. Okay, good. And then we'll do the same going the other way. Oh, I think this is fixed in an upcoming snapshot. How when you run across blocks, if you're moving like to the right, you only hear it in one ear or something like that. Alright, so let's take some white glass. We're going to put those at the corners. I guess on the outside, yeah. Whoop. Oh no, outside I said. I said outside. Okay, maybe there and there. Good. And then we could actually probably put that all the way to there then. And we'll just do that. Sure. Alright, fill you in. Good. And then we're going to put glowstone underneath the glass somehow. somehow we're going to... There we go. And hopefully, I haven't tested the light levels yet, though. Hopefully these will be enough to basically light up the dirted area, or the podzol, and not require us to have to add in any additional lighting. However, I don't think that's going to be the case, but I'll probably check it off camera, which should be 13. It might be. We'll see. I won't bore you with that. Okay. So I was thinking something like that, and then we're going to bring in some quartz and either go maybe like that. And then we're going to have it dip into the floor too a bit. So how should we do that? I had some of this done before, but we've pretty much duplicated what I had before. So now it's all new. Okay. And I'm running low on quartz. Most of my quartz got donated to the nether tunnel. There might still be some there I could go reclaim back. I'm not too sure. And then we could do that, which might not look too bad. See, I'm all out now, of course. And then maybe some of those, because that almost looks like it's connecting downwards. And we could do something else other than quartz there. We could do a full block. We could do glass and actually have it go underneath a bit and replace that guy with maybe one of those, and then that and that. That gives it a kind of a beveled look, or a arch of some kind. Sure, why not? I'll probably change the stone underneath it as well to be diorite. So same thing here, I guess. Why don't we get rid of you? No, you can stay. You I've never seen before. Yes, I have. I've seen you before. I don't like you. There we go. Good. Yeah, so we pretend those are like that. And then the polished behind. Or, no, that's rough. Yeah, that's okay. I think I like that. And gray. Like gray. Right? Like gray there. Gray there. I should have put that block in first. Come on. Do it. Good. That's not even right, is it? No, it's not right. Lost. We want that one. And polished on top. Hey, there's D-Gamer. So yes, I'm going to take a break here and try to get some of that finished. But yeah, I think I'm liking that. I might go try to round up some more quartz. Not too sure. But yeah, that gives you an idea. Oh, wrong one. And yeah, maybe I can get a big sample going and we'll take a look at it from above. I'm going to say hello to D. Big breath. Ready to talk. Exhale and speak. Hello, I'm back. One problem is the stream, which you may notice. But yeah, I've been going around. I basically replicated it for the most part all the way around. Still some detail work to be done, and we have to determine how far out we want to go with this. But we can look at that in a second. So that'll include probably reworking the stairwell, figuring out how the stairwells are going to tie into it, all that stuff. But for now, I'm just placing all my glass. I'm going to run out of. Don't have enough. Light gray, I tell you. Need to go to that flower biome, I think. Oop. Can't even tell where I have not even placed it. So yeah, I've added in the clay detail. So we got the green clay, we got the red clay, and we could try like swapping these out for colored glass. I mean like red for red and green for green and what have you. Actually, I think I have green on me, so we could look at that. I'm just not sure how well, or if it's needed. Maybe. Otherwise, you can't really see the color from like an extreme angle here. Like I can barely tell there's yellow there, barely tell there's red, barely even tell there's green right beside me. So that might be an idea. Maybe it's worthwhile doing that. And I think I have some blue as well we could try. Yeah, over on this side. Yoink. Okay. And that would... Ooh, that looks good. I like that one. Yes, please. Okay. I don't have any red on me, but I'll do those later. And maybe we'll get up above here and get a view down. Okay. Yeah, let's go up to the trees, maybe. I should probably remove this center dirt thing, because it's probably in the way now. And I should just maybe make it access from up there. So let's go ahead and do that. Goodbye. This used to have a ladder on it. Probably still does, but not for long. Okay. Good, good. Remove sweeping motions from left to right until dirt disappears. Instructions, very good. Okay, still got a dirt pillar we gotta get rid of. Not a problem. Worry about that later. Ooh, I kind of liking this actually. Especially from up here, it looks pretty cool. So just kind of a random pattern, but ends up looking not too bad at all. And then with the different gardens going around, so we'll have one there, all four corners. So what we got to look at now is how far to bring it out. Now I'm going to probably just keep going with what I'm doing. The nice thing about it with the glass is I don't have to worry about lighting it, which is fantastic. So I think if we kept this theme going, excuse me, I was choking on my own saliva, disgusting. Keep this going all the way to the edge of some point, and we got to also keep in mind this is an exit. Obviously we'll have to adjust the height of it to meet up with the floor, but that's an exit for our Ender Pearl elevator, so we definitely want this pathway to connect up to it and not to feel cramped either, so we'll probably have to push out a bit this way to make it not feel cramped. Now the problem I'm going to see with that is over here, where these farms are relatively close. So for instance, it's not too bad if we go right up against the farm. If we go right up to there. Right up. And actually I got to replace the stone the way I did the floor. Instead of putting the floor on top of the stone, I replaced it, which isn't the way I usually do things, but we'll get some material back. Alright, so the lamp, I should say, goes here, actually. And then that will turn, if I'm not mistaken. That'll be glass, but let's just do that, so we have a kind of a rough idea of where the edge of this thing is, and actually that's going to stick out to about there. So that's the outer edge, this is the outer edge, is that correct? Yeah. Oops. Okay. We can work with that. That's not too bad. It's not as cramped as I thought it would feel. So that's still 1, 2, 3, 4 with the water. So I'll have to leave the water there. I could stop the water at like this height. So this is the last part the water goes to. And we could possibly do something tricky with not updating the water, but chances are it will probably get accidentally updated. So I think having it just go all the way down is probably for the best. So we'll just have something, if we end up having a wall, we could have something going like that. And this could be the railing, and then this will go over top, and maybe have a railing as well, and where it will drop or look down and not be directly connected to the farm. And then the stairwell goes underneath. Kind of basically the way we have it sketched out is appropriate. We just got to maybe adjust the dimensions a little bit to make it work. Excellent. And this water, I can do many things with the water. I could lower it. However, I don't think it's going to remain, because if we add any more sorters up top on this level, like for instance, I want the wheat stuff to be basically part of the sorting system. So we're most likely going to have a hopper line running around the edge of this floor as well. And it will account for things like sugarcane and all that stuff, so that we can drop this stuff into the sorter down below, and it will make its way up to this floor. So stuff like saplings and all that, any of the greenery, flowers, probably all that kind of stuff will be stored somewhere up on this floor. So likely this stream that I've created is no longer going to be useful where it is. It needs to be higher up. So we'll probably extend the glass tower even higher and then figure out a nice way of ejecting the items up at a higher spot without it looking too bad. But we'll have to figure out where we want that to be, where all of our sorters or our uppermost sorter will be basically, and then from there we can base where we need to stab out into it. Alright, yeah, I'm liking this. It looks pretty good. I'm going to keep working, see if I can get something going with the stairwell here, and then we'll call it an episode. It's amazing! It's the best thing ever! Woo! I don't know. A little awkward, a little tight spaced, and a little weird looking. Okay, so anyway, I did throw in these stairs. I basically took out the birch, replaced it with the quartz. I got rid of the glass that I had down the middle and just did a similar thing that I got going in my single player world in the with a skeleton farm with the quartz, the glowstone, and coal. So I got kind of a similar theme going now here. Which I don't know is good or bad, but it's happening. Deal with it. I kind of like this, and it kind of ties in with the same thing that's happening here, so I don't feel it's too much different. The walls, I don't know. I just threw in and decided to throw a whole bunch of these guys in as well. It also offers some semi-hidden lighting back behind the glass. So at night, because this is fake lighting, light doesn't actually bleed through, so it doesn't actually light up the area around it. But these ones will allow light to pass into the area. So all of these give like that glitchy lighting effect. It still looks really dark around here. So I don't know if we'll get to darkness. Maybe. Sun is setting. I just threw these up right now. I don't like them. I don't like them. What I'm thinking is this might be better if we could push it further back so that I'm not hitting my head on this guy, or we just get rid of him altogether and maybe just change things up a bit. It's not too bad. That could work, and that just gets rid of the problem. Now it feels a little less claustrophobic. Okay, good. This railing, I'm not too sure. I think I might get rid of these and just keep the glass there. I think with them there, it's too, again, claustrophobic a little bit, and it's possible to, I'm there, I'm not there. Any second now, I'm going to put the right one in the right spot. There we go. I think you could get like stuck when you're running, if you're not running completely straight up the stairs. If you're drunk, you know, things can happen. So maybe just the center line. I don't know how I like that, or if we should every once in a while either do a double slab, or what about some polished? We could do that every other one, so at least the glass is connected to something every once in a while instead of never. Don't know, but that's an option. So it provides a little bit more stuff happening. It also actually prevents us from running up the stairs, though. So before, I think we could run up right here because these stairs would carry us. Now this block is blocking us. So we basically have the same problem as before with those slabs, but now it's a full block. But still preventing us from easily running up the stairs, unless you hug the one wall, which, I mean, it's not a big deal. It's just, things to think about. So, I don't know. Kind of like it. Or we could just get rid of it altogether and just have the slabs up the middle. You still wouldn't be able to run completely up there. You'd still get stuck in the middle, depending. But if you ran at least halfway on the stairs, I mean, the chance of you running directly up the middle would be slim. So that works. Could work, at least. We are getting very cramped. Like, so cramped. So here's this flooring I want to tie into. Already we're getting way too close to it, though, with the stair that's coming all the way down. This landing area needs to be bigger because we want to then go this way. And like I said, we could just do it by having stairs. So this would be a landing. I'll probably lower this floor a bit more, put some glass down if I can. I don't know if I can. But then I gotta wrap around this guy and head over this way, or I want to, and then I want to do the same thing over here. Right, like that, somewhere. So about that height, and we could push these stairs further back if we want to. But that's kind of what I think, are getting forced into, which makes these stairs not really working too well as is. So I'll have to think about that. If I have to change them, I'll think about how I can do that. But here we go, it is getting dark, so we can now kind of see what's happening. So you can see the glitchy lighting, but that's not actually making it through. Whereas the lighting here is. So yeah, I just thought that was a little something that could add some light to the area. Like the whole thing, I don't need to light the floor is good, but I think I should still have light somewhere. So maybe we'll put some lighting in the corners here or under this block. Maybe we'll put some redstone lamps instead of that diorite and have those light up. That way they'll kind of light up from below and it will bleed into the glass and light up the whole floor, hopefully. So yes, that could work. And then, what to do with these guys. So this is still pretty tight. It's like 2 blocks, basically, to run through here. Which is okay, I guess. As long as we don't have any more overhangs or anything. That could work. It is very bright and white and stuff now. I don't know if I like it. I like it, but I don't like it. But yes, I will leave you guys with it. So let's get up top here. Maybe get a view down during the night. You can let me know what you like about it, what you don't like about it. As long as it's not everything. Well, if you like everything, that's okay. If you dislike everything, we got problems. But yeah, I'm liking the center part at least. The floor pattern we have got going. Whether we want to keep adding a lot more quartz like I've done right there, I don't know if that's wise. Maybe I should swap out that quartz for some stonework instead. But yes, that is what we've got going. So a little bit more progress up here. Begins to take shape on what this floor might actually look like. And yeah, I think I like the way it's coming along. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.